Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Michelle here. So tonight I'm making the kiddos spaghetti. We're using 3 different meats. We're using ground beef, shrimp, and sausage. And these are all the ingredients that I'll be using to make our spaghetti. So right now I'm just going to be washing my zucchini and squash, getting any debris and dirt that's on it off. And I do use a washcloth sometimes to wash my vegetables. Do you see my little jellyfish lamp in the background? I think it's so cute. So I'm just gonna put them in this bowl and put them over to the side until I'm ready to cut them up and put in the spaghetti. So right here, I'll just be cutting open my 2 bags of shrimp. I do have to rinse them for about 6 to 7 minutes, and then I'll take the shells off and just keep rinsing them till the water runs clear, because I just want to get any debris that's on them off of them. So that's what I'll be doing right now. Okay, so right now I'm going to be cutting up those vegetables that I washed very well earlier. So I'm gonna cut my squash, my zucchini, my bell pepper, and my onion. I'm going to reserve some of the squash and zucchini to cut up into 4s just to add over into my spaghetti to bulk it up a little bit more, because I'm not gonna use it as a half because it'll just be too big and the kids don't like their squash and zucchini too big. I love it on the side, so I'm gonna of course make a pot on the side as our vegetable. So I'm so sorry. Where is my manners? If you've been around a while, welcome back. If you are new here, I am so glad to have you. Where have you been, sis? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut them up, put them in this bowl, and I'm gonna reserve them for later when I get ready to put them into the spaghetti. I got this recipe a long time ago when I was pregnant with one of my kids. My mom made it for me. She used to spoil me and cook for me when I was pregnant. And so I use it with the 3 meats. And if I don't have shrimp, I'll do the sausage and the ground beef. I rarely use it, cook spaghetti plain anymore, but the kids just love it. And we'll have leftovers for the next day, maybe 2 or 3 days afterward, and we have it with the garlic. We'll have it with the garlic bread. They just love it, and I love to cook it for them. So right now I'm just gonna take my sausage out of this package. This is the red wrapper of the Hillshire Farm brand. I think it's kielbasa. I'm not really sure how to say that K word, but we go back and forth between the red package and the blue package. The blue one is the beef smoked sausage. I mean, you can use pretty much any sausage that you like, but this is just the one that my family uses. So I'm gonna cut it up in bite-sized pieces, and I'm gonna reserve them over to the side until I get ready to saute them to put them over into the spaghetti. And right now I'm just still jamming out to my music. So right now I'm using this blue can of the canola oil to spray in my pan so that my sausages do not stick to my new pot. I normally use the green can of olive oil, but I didn't have any, so I'm just using what I have. I poured some olive oil over into my pot for my linguine noodles. I do not use regular spaghetti noodles. I just haven't in years. This is what I like to use. The sausages that I cut up earlier, I'm gonna put them over into the pan now, and I'm going to just keep turning them till they're brown on all sides. and I'm gonna put them over to the side so I'm ready to make the spaghetti. So for my ground beef, I just use all the seasonings that I like to use, which is normally like Lauer's seasoning salt, garlic powders, onion powder, Tony's salt, pepper. I mean, I just use whatever seasonings I like to season my ground beef. You can use whatever you like to use, and so I just stir it up until it's brown. And then I normally just take my onions and bell peppers when the ground beef is done, and I'll just use the grease from the ground beef, and I'll just saute them over there till the onions are translucent. And I'll just put all of that over into my colander and just let the oil strain out until I'm ready to add my sauce to the pot. So right now, here are my linguine noodles, and I am taking them out of the box and I am breaking them in half because I do not have a big stock pot to put them in whole. I do have two different brands. I think one is Walmart and one is Wegmans. Maybe because I had some leftover from a different pot of spaghettis that I may have made. So right now I'm just adding olive oil to this pot because I'm going to get ready to saute my onions and later add my zucchini and squash. So again, this seasoning right here, garlic pepper by McCormick, is my favorite. But again, add whatever seasonings that you like to your vegetables. These are my staples that I use to season my vegetables, which are normally garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and a garlic pepper mix from McCormick. So I'm straining my linguine noodles over into this dish, and I'm going to add butter and basil seasoning to it, and I'm just gonna stir it up until it's not sticking and it's loose. And so then I put that off to the side, and I'm cooking my garlic bread right now. This garlic bread is the great value brand from Walmart. It is so good when it is done. I think it takes like 4 to 6 minutes to cook, and when it's done, it's so chewy good. I love it. We always kind of get this one, and I use Prego sauce. Some people like ragu, but me personally, I love Prego Prego sauce when I'm making my spaghetti. So I'm just stirring everything in the pot, letting everything marry. I think I add a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of sugar, and some Italian seasoning over into the pot. I gotta get everything out. I had to add some water. I think we all do that. So I just stir it up, and I think I let it cook for about 10 to 20 minutes just to let everything marry. And these are my seasonings. Seasonings is the best. Okay, so here is the end of the spaghetti sauce. It should be done. I think I let it cook for like 20 minutes, just simmer for 20 minutes. And now this is the ending. I'm going to be adding over into it my shrimp. So I cut them. I think these are medium shrimp, and I just cut them in half. So we're just about done, guys. If you make this spaghetti, please tell me what you think about it. As you can tell, I season every drop of this spaghetti. So here's the finished product. Everything looks so good. And so now I'm starting to fix the kids' plates. I'm using plastic because I don't feel like doing dishes tonight. So if you reached the end of this video and you enjoyed what you've seen and you want to see more content like this, please comment, like, and subscribe. Do you see me making these plates and these girls don't want my vegetables? Maybe I can try the boys later. You see they don't want to be strong like Popeye, but it's cool because it's going to be enough vegetables for me. I'm going to add some hot sauce to my zucchini and squash, and I'm going to eat that whole pot if I have to.
Don't let your hair get in the way. Can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try really hard, but sometimes you fall. Yeah, sometimes.